This is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only just David. How did we get this guest back? How? Our Sarah. We love our Sarah. You know what? Conflicting recording time. So we love our Sarah. This might be airing on the day we should have Sarah. And you know what that means? We're gonna have to do like double and triple Sarah next week. Couple of things are brewing here, you guys, but let's have a round of applause for just David, by the way. Um, a couple of things are brewing. Yesterday I reported on and I said what Kyle should learn from our friend Portia. Portia Williams is dating a man and a woman, and I said, at least that's a start. At least she's like being honest that she's dating a man and a woman. Kyle, girl, you should take a lesson from her and just be honest about your relationship with Morgan. I still am not sure we're going to see this on RHOA. I kind of excited about RHOA. I got to be honest with you, really excited about K Michelle. Love that K Michelle put Robin in her place and said, "Shut the fuck up, you goddamn couch potato." And you wish you were being recycled on a show. And award-winning songstress and have real businesses, and you're fucking selling hats. Nothing personal against Robin, but love this read. I'm excited for K Michelle. I think she's excited. I don't mind that we have people from Love and Hip Hop. But Bose, our favorite Bozina, she's been doing a lot of talking to promote her new show with Jimmy Fallon. Anyone watching the show, slip into my DMs. Hated this season of Project Runway. I think it's trash. So is anyone watching Bose's show? Did anyone watch that show with Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler? Not Parks and Recs, you silly Parks and Rec, you silly kids. That show that was also on NBC, which was a competition elimination show where it was like crafting. Did anyone watch this gem from Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler? Go watch it. It was after Parks and Rec. That's obviously why they teamed up or got them as the host. But this reminds me of that. And I love a marketing, and it was Jimmy Fallon's wife that was watching Beverly Hills and said, "Oh, you need to lend some legitimacy to the show and have a real expert marketer." And she suggested Bose. But here you go. So Bose kind of agrees. Bose agrees with my sentiment that Kyle should take a lesson from Portia. She's been doing a lot of talking, but I thought this was interesting. She implied that the whole cast feels the same way. The cast wants Kyle to just be honest. We're still talking about this. We'll talk about it quickly and we'll move on. We're not going to get it during next season. I know you guys have given up on Kyle. I understand why. She's not going to talk about Morgan. That is why Garcelle walked off the stage and got so upset. That and Sutton. I don't blame her. Kyle's held to higher standards, and I know that's why you guys are mad at her. But Bose said when a fan asked her where she stands with Kyle, Bose said that she felt that she didn't know her during last season, but now talks about this new coming season. And she says, she doesn't know her because she doesn't share anything. And Bose agrees with that, and basically demands that she basically come out, but she demands that she's honest about her situation. I always feel like there's an opportunity to increase openness, vulnerability, and I think for Kyle, she's a slow burn, and so I worked very hard this season to make sure she would open up. Did I know everything? I don't think so. And she said that kind of like cheekily, like, no, she didn't talk to you about Morgan. I don't think so, but I did my best. Bose also spoke of Kyle, saying that when it came to what her co-star could do to improve her branding, since Bose is such a branding expert, she said she should be more transparent and share more of her life. And that's how the Beverly Hills cast feels. Sounds like they want Kyle to just talk about Morgan on air. She said, then she goes on, she continues, I think if Kyle were more open about all aspects of her life, then she might win people to her side, she explained. Yes. So the fact that Bose is saying this and the Beverly Hills cast demands this, I don't blame you. Come out, Kyle. Let's just, I don't care what it is, just whatever it is you have going on in your life, please just fucking talk about it. Bose also talked about Keely. She's engaged. She always knew she would marry Keely. I had a bad feeling about him, but guess what? I'm wrong often. So maybe he's a great guy. And says her daughter loves him. She was very surprised. She knew they would get married. She just didn't know when he would do it. And confirming the two of them were currently planning more than one wedding. The daughter is so happy. She's actually the one that walked me into my proposal. So there you go. Good stuff for Bose. I have a feeling she's going to have a hard season. Lots of people were not happy with online about a lot of her recent interviews. I don't really understand that you guys were just trashing her. So I think I don't think you guys like Bose so much. So lots of people are saying there's corporate skeletons in her closet. I don't know. I don't got time to dig for them. But if anyone wants to dig, by all means dig, and then let us know what's going on. So Teresa, yeah, we're going from Kyle, who you guys love so much, to Teresa. You see what happens when we have just David? You guys loving just David? Anyway, Teresa says she's not desperate. Teresa says she's not desperate. Well, if Teresa says it, we should believe it, right? Well, here's what's happening, guys. We know that Teresa recently said a few weeks ago she's open to reconciliation. And now everyone is saying, of course, she's saying that, and she's desperate to keep her job. Well, sources from inside Teresa's camp. Oh, you know what? God, I have to make a note to myself. I still need to talk more about BravoCon. I've got a lot to say about, let me make a note to myself. I mean, about Teresa and BravoCon and Louis and what it all means. So please just put a pin in that. I'm reminding myself that I need to talk about this right now. But sources from inside Teresa's camp, anonymous sources. It's always an anonymous source. Hi, Teresa. Sounds like it's Teresa herself. Now, she fired the scumbag lawyer. So, God, I go from being upbeat and positive to when I talk about Teresa, it's like, fuck this and goddamn this and scumbag lawyer. But here's the thing. I mean, it sounds like Teresa's putting this out there for a source. The thing that stinks is they're talking about her wanting to reconcile. Never say never. The thing that stinks is this does come off as her looking desperate for wanting to make up with Joe and Melissa. An anonymous source tells Radar Online, very close to Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Louie. We know you're the source. But that's truly not the case at all. Teresa is not desperate. So she says she's not desperate. As anticipated, I said a week or two ago, oh, I bet you this is going to happen. And by the way, on Patreon this Saturday, I'm going to talk about her time on Special Forces. I know she's voted off, but I have a new theory. But the source is saying instead, she's not desperate. It was her time on Special Forces. So Special Forces, the 2 weeks she was